Hey everyone, it is Stress Daddy, and today we are going to be playing with Teddy. So, this, what we're looking at, is going to be the Legacy Mercenaries format. So, no, this is not a nightmare. You did not wake up and take a look at the, we'll say, flashbacks that you're having of terrible times in this format. This is your mercenary choice list. Okay. So you get to choose 4 cards from this ban list. In other words, you could choose 4 Deathrite, or you could choose 2 Ragavan and 2 Deathrite. You can't choose 4 Deathrite, 4 Ragavan, 4 Gitaxian Probe. You get 4 cards from here. And you build a deck. So, calling it Mercenaries because in a way you're taking a deck that you like and you are adding one of these busted cards to it. This is all cards that got banned since Mental Misstep. So only cards that got banned. Once Mental Misstep got banned, we didn't want to include that this round. Things after that. I did think about cards like, say, Survival, Earthcraft, Skullclamp, maybe quite a few others. Definitely not the Power 9, but we wanted to limit it to a certain finite number of cards for this testing, and maybe it'll catch on. So I have several decks built, and James and I are going to be duking it out to see what the best deck list can be. I have a strong feeling about Gitaxian Probe in a combo deck. I feel like Luris is not going to be quite as good unless you really build around it. I also think Frog might even be the best tempo choice. That or Ren and 6. And Underworld Breach is a card that I don't think I have the mind to play it, but we shall see. So I'm excited. This is before he and I play. You could tell I'm optimistic, and James has opted to spend time on a weekend instead of doing other stuff with the finite number of moments that he has on this planet. Decided to spend some of those moments with me doing this silly experiment. So I appreciate that. What an idiot. All right. Hope you enjoy. First match coming at you. All right. It is the moment. I am ready to battle James, and this is going to be pretty hype. So the first list that I am going to play is a Esper control deck. Throwing him off balance here. So we're playing 4 Gitaxian Probe. That's my mercenary, is what I'm going to call it. And we're playing 3 Tamiyo, 4 Cabal Therapy, and 4 Thoughtseize, 3 Strix, 4 Bowmasters, 3 Snap, 1 Teferi. I think Kato will be very good here because these creatures are ones that you really want to bounce. I also think not to be too much of a metagame jerk here, but I have a feeling that James is either going to play Grixis, Control, who would have guessed it, or Combo, and I think having all this discard and hard to counter Planeswalkers is going to be pretty good. I'm very excited about the list as well, but Probe and Therapy is really exciting. The sideboard is something that I kind of just put together. I wasn't too sure. I'm just going to try 1 Hydroblast, 3 Surgical, 3 Consign, and some cool one-ofs. No rods and stuff like that. So I am excited to do this, and yeah, see you on the other side. All right, round 1, we are on the play, and let's see what we got. This looks a little risky, but I'm gonna try it. Go keep. You gotta take risks. Okay, that's the name of the game. Well, the name of the game is actually Magic the Gathering. Yeah, so it is not Risk. That is a totally separate game. Anyway, we have Tamiyo in play here. We have a lot of discard options. Chances are, if we do get to untap with this, we attack, we brainstorm. we're in really good shape to win the game. And if we get hit by like a wasteland, we probably lose. Killing Tamio, probably not the end of the world. This would block Ragavan, which is what, if I had a guess, that's what he's up to. All right. 3 chances to hit. And those are some hits here. So this card is not going to be cast for a long time. And I do want to use my therapy. Next turn, probably. So we'll play an Underground C. And we will go for the Thoughtseize. Okay, so Daze, Brainstorm, and Delver. I am going to take the Brainstorm here. It is kind of scary seeing double Wasteland. This Cabal Therapy should be pretty good. I will say that. Okay. There goes the Delver. Brainstorm is gone. Arresting. I am going to protect my white source here. So let's go with a Cabal Therapy. Not gonna daze it, that's for sure. Would be a double daze here, that wouldn't work. Okay, so daze is the name of the game here. And we hit, okay, of course. Let's see what is revealed. A Ponder, okay. So virtually no chance here for me to, we are in a stalemate at the moment, which is probably better for my deck. However, I do know that there is expensive cards on top of my library, and I am against a tempo deck here. So that is gone. I know about one card. I think I'm going to hold the therapy, to be honest. Chances are I could probably hit a Force of Will with that or something like that later. Okay, no information here. Uh-oh. Ren and 6. Murktide. Okay. All right. That's scary as shit, but still. Okay, so let's kick it off with this. And those are not gonna cut it here. Yeah, I think it's any order shuffle. Yes, I would. Okay. We are in some trouble here. The good thing is I did hit the snap. The bad thing is I don't have lands. We are going to go to 6, which is kind of brutal. I do feel like I have a decent chance here to get lucky. But we shall see. I have one turn here before things go sideways. Wondering if keeping the Brainstorm with the hand that I had earlier was better, like the shuffle Ponder. If I would have kept the Brainstorm, I could have went one deeper and kept the Force of Will. But this really is going to come down to Snapcaster. No. Okay, yeah. 0 outs here. This sucks. Yep. Okay. Damn. So the out would have been you snap if I would have drawn a land. You want the Goyf. I want the Supreme Verdict. I want a Hydroblast, probably. Toxic Deluge, maybe not. Prismatic Ending, probably. Okay. I think the Thoughtseize might be the takeout, because it's blue-red, which kills you. A one-lander against Delver, I think, is a no. But this is a one-lander against Delver, so we'll try it. Okay. Keep the 4-mana card. that. Probably going to be forced to pitch to Strix here if they do something about this. I don't think I'd fight over it if they bolt it. It's really Wasteland that I'm nervous about. Play their own. Okay, I think that's fine. The best draws here is land for sure. Okay. Let's attack first. Get our clue. Get a clue. And then I think we go one card deeper if we do it this way. Oh, look at target player's hand. Whoops. I meant to look at their hand. That was really bad. Okay. Whoops. That was bad. That was really bad. All right. Let's crack the clue. Jesus Christ, that was bad. And then we crack the clue. Cameo flips. And then we plus. Okay. Look, I don't even need to see what's going on in bro's hand, all right? It just doesn't even matter, all right? Just doesn't even... This is so bad. Okay, all right. Bro gets a clue. Bro probably hits a waste, which is brutal. Yeah, let's fight. Days so brutal. Okay, all right. All right. So we brainstorm here. Plow back. Plow back. Yeah, all right. Stupid tempo deck. Okay. Top card is Plow. I think we just play this the fair way. Okay, 4 cards revealed. Right? So, a little bit rough. I think had I probed him, I would have been much better off. That's for sure. Earlier, I would have known about the days. And would not have played my Force of Will into it. Protecting his land here. Top card is a mystery here. Not the card that I wanted. All right. Damn, 16 lands is probably too few for this deck. Brutal. Doesn't want to reveal that. Okay. Now, best draw is lands, of course. I own Tameo into a daze here, which is just brutal. I don't think I have a choice, though. Okay. Means there is a bolt. One or two wastelands. That flipping is going to happen. There's nothing I could do. The daze, the Force of Will, there's just no way around it. I think keeping the one-lander, I think, was necessary game 2. Game 1, I was hoping this wasn't a tempo deck. I have not seen any of the cards that you're not supposed to play yet. So my guess is, if I had a guess, this is going to be Dreadhorde Arcanist or something. And a waste. Yeah. All right. We'd edge. kind of want to see what it was. I feel like it's Oko. It's Oko or Renin 6 or EI. Right? Because Ragavan, I think we would have seen it. Seek the Beast. Yep. And what do we got? 2 exiled cards. And Oko. Okay, there it is. There it is. Will. Force of Will that. And Force of Will back. Maybe Double Days. Pyro. Oh, we are so dead. Alright, I'll give it a turn here. I'm gonna let him have some fun, but boy, is this shit over. That's what I know. I think actually it might have fetched that. I'm not even sure, to be honest. Alright. See what happens here. Get the guess we'll get the black from this point. It just dazes shit. Oh, that's really cool. We get to Gitaxium probe into our land. Probe is so good. It's so late, but like, it's really cool. So we're gonna get to flip the Tamiyo here. It's so fucking over though. It's so fucking over. All right, there you go. Wait, I don't want to reveal my end. Keep doing that. Okay. We do this. And then, yeah, let's just scoop. I'm gonna let him win. Here, it's over. There's just like a world of opportunity here for him. Kill the fucking Tamiyo. Jeez. Both at me? No, both at Tamiyo. Okay, I thought so. My life total doesn't matter. I think top card is like not, yeah. This went for me, which does surprise me a little bit, but like, man, is this shit over, you know? Black, blue, this. It just doesn't matter. Pyroblast, I think. Daze, yep. Oh. Alright, we'll let him get the kill. The next one that I am going to play is this Mystic Forge deck. So the way that this deck works is you have top with Glaring Fleshraker. So what that ultimately does is you have top, you are able to draw with top and put top on top of your library. And if you have 2 tops with Glaring Fleshraker, do an infinite mana kill. You have a top in play with a mana and a Glaring Fleshraker and a top on top, and you can just cycle through them and just deal 1 damage, gain a mana, deal 1 damage, gain a mana. Also, this is a Mystic Forge deck. It's only playing one ring in the board, which surprises me. But my buddy built this, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have not played a deck like this before, so I hope I don't do terrible. All right, I am on the play again. Very lucky. Yes, I would. 1, 2. I think this is a mole, right? Yeah, can't do anything with that. Mole. This looks good to me at first, right? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a turn 1 fucking Karn. Stupid as shit. Uh, yeah, turn 1 Karn, stupid as shit. Let's keep it. Okay, so I think the cavern goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, done. All right. What do I even get here? I don't even know what to do. Say yes. I almost feel like I get Tormod's Crypt just so I could have mana next turn. Is that a mistake? Was I not supposed to just like throw up my entire hand here? Okay. Yeah, let's get the Tormod's Crypt, I think. And then we cast it. All right. So now we have Metalcraft, I guess. That's 2 mana. Then I could do things. Okay. Let's see. Another Karn, not very helpful. Okay. Let's... So I will have the ability to plus here. Say yes. Could go Disruptor Flute or Liquid Metal Coating. I think Liquid Metal Coating is the card. Yeah, I feel so fucking evil. This is so crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm having a good time. This is fun. Okay, Mystic Forge. All right. That seems like a card that I want to cast. I tell you what. Okay. I don't want Mox Opal. I think it's key. Right? And then we oops. We untap this. And then we add 3. And then we play Mystic Forge. Consider. Oh, so Doomsday? Okay. All right. That's a good card, but we can't cast it, so we pay 1 life to exile the top. Can cast that. Choose 1 to keep. We'll keep the untapped one. We'll play another key. Can't play that. Attack with the key. Oh, that's Summoning Sickness. All right. About to draw Cavernous Souls. How good is that? Okay. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Jeremy, thank you for this. My buddy Jeremy and his friend Nick. My friend Nick too, but brewed this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. Like, I feel like I should be doing better. Like, making the key probably wasn't, too smart. Okay. So we play the Cavern of Souls. Pay 1 life to exile the top card of our library. This is a good one. So we will float. I don't think it really matters. Let's float blue. Cast. And we will keep that one. Play the pedal. Grim Monolith now. So what I think we do is we untap our Assault. Then we play the Grim. We hit a top. That gives us a Mystic Forge. So I think we top right now? Look at the top 3, rearrange them. Okay. Kozilek's Command might be good. Boy, I feel like I'm in over my skis here. So maybe I don't go for the grid. We'll go this, this, this. And then we go A1, untap this. 3, 6, 7. Cast. We're going to create the Eldrazi Scions. Then we are going to scry. Okay. And then I will pay 1 million billion and say done. Uh-oh. Dig through time in response. No. Yeah. Okay. Let's plus on nothing. And yeah, we'll do a liquid metal coating here. And then next turn, maybe we go for Lattice. Funny, because if I would have used the Tormod's Crypt to stop dig through time, if I would have had that knowledge, like before casting something, you know? Okay. If I had to guess, this is Doomsday. Dig out of Doomsday, though, does seem a little unusual, but maybe that's fine. You know? All right, here it is. Do I care about any of these cards? Maybe Consider I don't want having in the pile. James knows that this has to be a win this turn. So 4 cards in hand, 0 mana. LED does not work with Carnout. I think I might fucking win this game, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so this looks spicy. No, am I dead? There's the probe. I get to see the list, the 1 ring, so it looks like James thought probe would be good. Dig through time would be good. There was a second one. 2 dig and 2 probe, I think. So I think this is going to be a Lattice turn, and I think it's going to be a W if I do it correctly. So okay. 1, 2. All right, that's not how math works. So this is 1, so that's 3. I feel like I can only Lattice. How many Force of Wills are there? 1 Force, 2 Force. Gosh. All right, let me view the sideboard here. Lattice. The One Ring. So if I get a Paradox Engine, maybe that's the move. I think, can I make 7 mana? Play Defense Grid, play Paradox Engine. Would that win the game? Oh boy. This is, hopefully I could figure this out. Okay. Well, it's going to start with making some mana. So let's do that. And then we'll tap, untap. Okay. I think we mill here. We hit a top. So this would be 6 mana is what I have access to. Okay. So then we minus here. Say yes. We will get the lattice. And all right. Did we do the thing? Sacks of land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Days? No. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Fuck. Maybe the move was just like pump Mystic Forge and attack for 4. No, he's got it. Oh. That was wild. That was fucking wild. So Warping Whale, I think, is the sideboard option here. Flute, maybe I leave it back. Waste Escape, I don't think is what I want in this matchup. Might trim the Fed grids here. It's tough though, because had I had them in play, would that have been better? That was a sick game. I hope James Teddy's having a good time over there. I really do. Yeah. That means the most to me here. Yes, I really fucking wanted to win that shit, and I think probably a better pilot could have won that of this deck. But yeah, okay. No, that doesn't. That's an expensive hand. Well, 5. Yeah, this looks better, right? Yes, this looks okay. Keep. This is tough. I think we want the Warping Whale. Want. And then after that, it's kind of hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this is like a lot of air. I don't know how good that is. Karn is really good. Fleshraker's the ramp, though. Yeah, I think that's it. Boy, this is tough. And then do I glaring first turn? And then next turn. Yeah, I think this is the move. We are definitely soft to Ooh, okay. So, pitch ponder. Personal tutor, okay. Now, probably will not be doing anything this turn. Counter target sorcery spell. Yeah, we countered a sorcery spell. Okay, so float, play, float, play, minus, say yes, and then fucking probably this shit. Okay. Start going after the lands, I think. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Both times I've done things with this deck and been pretty excited, so that's really cool. Okay, so play. This will become an artifact. And then I will attempt to pass priority. Cool. All right, next turn, I have no idea what to do. There's a surveil. Like disruptor flute, I like getting that. I don't know if that's really the move though. Like maybe this path is fine. Okay. I think we just go after the lands. And yeah, we'll play a thing. We'll untap our artifact, and then we can, on their turn, make this not tap to add. All right. Am I in position for anything better here? Okay, so I could just get a defense grid here, or a flute, or I could just stay the course. I think I like stay the course because we are able to. I don't think we are in a rush here. No, yeah, let's hold on. No, let's not hold on. Okay, so no mana this turn for that. I think now we probably start getting aggressive here. Warping Whale is really good, though. Okay. I think we get defense grid here or something. Maybe it's just the One Ring. Yeah. Cool. All right. Now I'm on the draw. This is pretty fucking scary. I think maybe my brain's not seeing it. This is the first time I've ever played a deck with Grim Monolith and like key and stuff like that. So the reps are from getting wrecked by it and tuning into Tony. Yeah, I think I like this. Like turn 1 key. Definitely a little slow though. Oh, Gataxian Probe. All right. Knows what's going on here. Dark Ritual would be brutal here. Just have it. No, it goes deeper. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We got a shot. Top, huh? I think top is probably the best. So still has perfect information here. I think chances are if I win this game, it's probably going to be top Fleshraker. All right, yep. Here's Doomsday. Oh, the One Ring. Wow, okay. Kept that in against the Karn deck, huh? Let's take a draw here. Think. Do we actually play the Fleshraker here, or am I supposed to try to just kill him with a bunch of artifacts? I think it's Flesh. You know, I am playing it in the deck after all. Gosh. I think still has perfect oh, it doesn't know about Voltaic. Okay, Force of Will, Pitch Stasis Oracle. All right. Gosh, maybe the grid was the move? 4 cards in hand. This is crazy. I don't think I have a needle or anything to get. Definitely some regrets here. I think maybe the construct line would have been better. Would have had a somewhat beefy construct. Gets Doomsday. Gosh, land ritual Doomsday would be really rough for me. Okay. I am going to die unless I do something this turn. So float. Go Mox Opal. Play a land. Look at the top. Okay. Those. If I play, I need the Warping Whale. Top. Yeah. Then we actually should just draw with top. Warping Whale is the top card. Problem is, there's a million billion cards. Oh shit, I was supposed to float. Oh, this is so stupid. Gosh. We're wasting a Lotus Petal here. I hope there's just a Force of Will so I don't regret this later. I feel so stupid. That's a bummer. I would have had a Lotus Petal. It resolves. Okay. Well, yeah, we're still alive, but boy, does that feel bad. I fucked that up pretty bad. So we float here. No Pithing Needle or anything to get, unfortunately. We'll get a Lotus Petal, I suppose. Play top. Now we have Metalcraft. And then we play a key. Should have played the other key, actually. But yeah, this is probably a Doomsday in the GG. Yeah. That looks like Doomsday in the GG. A Murktide or something? Dig through time. It's dig through time. Yo, it's dig through time. Holy fuck. I think had I gone constructs, I would have been much better off, that's for sure. Yeah. Gotta have. Got 10 cards in his hand. Holy fuck. Yep. The card with Ponder. I think shuffled. Yes, chose to shuffle. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Saga, okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Kozilek's return. 1, 2. Yeah, nah, we're pretty dead here. There's almost no way, right? Like this turn we're dead. It's gotta be 8 fucking cards in his hand. 13 13 cards. Like we're fucked. It's gotta be Doomsday in the win. Yeah. Get to see the deck in its glory here. So didn't. Okay, yeah, there's a second one. That's why. Yeah. Consider. Yep. And I got nothing. Okay, here's the next tech. So this is the Mardu tokens deck. I opted not to play any basics. So I took out the basics and I added more red lands to give me a chance to have the Ragavan. This is the Mardu tokens deck. So 4 Ragavan, 4 Thoughtseize, for Cabal Therapy, and I do have a 15 card sideboard here. So we'll see how it goes. I don't love the snuff outs, but I'm not going to change it. Yeah, this is kind of what I've always played. I like I have a good knowledge of this. I won't be making as many mistakes as I would with the other decks that I built, but I'll try it. This is a turn 2 Bowman's. Could eat a waste here. We'll see. My guess is this is going to be like a Ragavan or something. No. Okay, just a Ponder. All right. Um, I think playing the Bowmaster's second is best. So I think I'm just going to hold until possibly end of turn. Play that. Basic Island off Polluted Delta. So, could be a lot of things. I think we Bowman here. We are likely the beatdown deck. I would guess this is finally like the James control deck is what I would guess. I think to play around Bowmasters, we do this. Although I really do want to play the Fable. I think this is like there's almost no way James does nothing. You know, that's at least how I feel about this. Fable also gets pretty blown up by Bowmaster. Force Pitch Strix. Okay. And we'll play straight in the bow. No, no bow. Okay. Just takes 2. Oh. Gotta have Bowmaster, right? What's bro doing? No Bowmaster? Yeah, this is looking like the James list here. Expressive iteration. Sorcery speed. Okay. I have to make a bit of a risk this next turn. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to know what's going on. Wow. I think the Narset. And then we'll get a bad land here. And then I think it's going to be Force of Will time for him. Can't Nimble Obstructionist that. Yep. Has the Reanimate, which is, you know, could take my broadside. Probably not the end of the world for me. Probably gets a Surveil here, I would guess. Has another fetch in hand. So I think it's safe. I don't think taking my broadside is the move, but it would stem the bleeding. The problem is it would be taking 3 damage. Oh, okay. Takes Bowmaster. Yeah, that's the move, huh? Okay. I'm gonna draw like Staff of the Storyteller or something. I know it. Johnny, that's a good one. Right. Definitely don't want that. And yeah, I think it's the Underground Sea. If I've been paying attention, I will keep the other land in hand because I am running Fable. Ah, geez, that's a good draw. Got to think this Underground Sea is going to be gone, so I'm going to exit out. They have a Polluted Delta. They're going to crack that away. Ragavan would not be too good here. Best top deck is probably like either like a Caracas would be decent if I keep the cat. A Bowmaster would be good. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Would be cool if there was a block. Oh, wow. Bolt? No. I think I like this. Just make a Johnny bigger. Okay. All right. I think we say no. Oh. So didn't fetch. Must have liked the other card. Or forgot about it. You're on the lock or something? Dig through fucking time. Damn. Yeah, I was expecting frog, not dig through time. Even Ragavan here is okay. Goif, okay. Oh, a little bit brutal. Could make him sacrifice a bunch of shit. I think this is better. I'm gonna hold the lands again. I do run Fable. Say no. Pretty decent amount of flooding here, huh? Maybe attacking with the 2/3 was smart, but I don't even think so. I think we're in trouble. Starting to pull away, it looks like. I mean, you know, I do have some pretty cool outs here, but it is going to involve, like, not having Force of Will here, which it looks like definitely is going to have. Okay. I think this is going to be an upkeep plow here. Yeah, Hardcast Force. Yep, no Bowmaster for me. That would have been great. This is the turn, really. If I can draw something good here, such as staff, I got a pretty good shot. I would do the Ajani minus ability here. They would probably sacrifice everything except Goif. And then I would play the staff at that point. So Caracas would be okay. Not really what I want, but another plow. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's go big here. Right. One Bowmaster and my Ajani's dead, so that's kind of scary. He gained a lot of life just now. Oh no, Ragavan! No! No! Oh boy, the punish is so big. The Ragadash. And the bolt. Okay. All right. Staff of the Storyteller, by far the best top deck here. Oh boy. I guess I'll play this to thin the deck, but fuck, we're gonna get eaten alive by a Ragavan here. This is so bad. No, come on. They get Ragavan and I don't? You gotta be kidding me. One Ragavan, two dig through time, I think. Yo, and he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit for sure. It's gonna be something good. What does he get? Exiles a fucking wasteland. Okay, well, could have been worse. All right. Boy, is this flooding bad. I think I'm gonna do a deck thin fetch, but boy, is that rough. Brainstorm probably means something gnarly's coming my way. Just gonna do a deck thin fetch. I don't have any surveils or anything. All right, whatever deck. Kozilek's Command? No, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. We're so screwed. We're so screwed. I'm keeping Ragavan around because it's easier to deal with, but like, gosh. Here it comes. All right. What does he get? Like a Bowmaster or something, probably. Oh, a Bloodstained Mire. Okay, cool. Boy, am I flooding like crazy. Okay. All right. We could theoretically win the game now. It's pretty nuts how good this card could be. Right? Oops. All right. Yeah, we're gonna name Ragavan, that's for sure. Ragavan, Nimble, Pilfer, and a Bolt. Yeah, I think we with our life total the way it is, we well then they would just bolt face in response. So I don't actually think it's worth it. This is a close one. I have some good top decks. Another Staff is probably the best top deck here. Unless there's a Bowmaster. Waste, pretty bad. I'll just play a land because I just don't think it matters. I'm gonna leave it back for Ragavan to force the bolt. I think Force of Will is in their hand if I had a guess. Okay. Bolt face, yep. I think it's Force of Will. I think the Orcish Bowmaster would have been cast. Nothing. Okay. All right, we got a really good shot here, I think. So this. Draw. Not the droid that I was looking for. Draw. That's a good one. I don't think I want to take any more damage. We'll play that. And then we get the spirits and shit. Yeah, James, I'm gonna murder. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. Like, Bolt Sample is like, probably would just kill me here. No. It's so messed up. Okay. Wondering, would I take a draw here, though? I think we do one. Okay. Yeah, we plow here. Yes. Discard, discard. Those are really, really good. Okay, so white, this, uh, draw, and then we can Ragadash here, I think. Okay, cool. Don't think there's any reason to use the therapy. I think I actually know the card. It's like Bloodstained Mire or something. I needed that one. I needed that one. The comeback. The comeback. All right, 5 fucking pyros, I think, is where we want to be. Broadside, maybe. Play the long game with the Fables. It's funny too. James has had some struggles against the Mardu deck too. Like, we've had some really good games, and I think this deck just my record's been really good against Grixis. It's just the card advantage of Staff and the Bowmaster Mirror. Yeah, we'll keep that. This is a turn 1 therapy and a turn 2 Ajani. About as good as you could ask for. James Mulligan's 2/6. No turn 1 horrible play for me to deal with. It is almost always go for Bowmaster, or not Bowmaster, sorry, Braidstorm here, but if... Gotta feel this out. Alright. That looked like had Brainstorm. That looked like had Brainstorm. No, alright. Ragavan? Shit, okay. I think what's most rough about this is the Force of Will. Maybe I should have named Force of Will, because this Ragavan is just going to take over. What did... Exile to Wasteland, okay. What is scarier here? I think I would sooner lose my Ajani against this deck. Snap, okay. I think that's the hand. I think it's one unknown. Yep. Reveals Orcish Bowmaster. No, 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 no. Oh, that's so brutal. Jeez. Anders? Oh, hopes to hit a land drop. Misses the land drop. James, you greedy son of a bitch. You're so greedy. So greedy. So greedy. Oh, boy. We're going to hit Ragavan here. Go. Has almost enough mana for dig. So, counter target activated or okay. Almost don't mind that. See if they use it. Try to get some damage in here. I am the beatdown deck for sure. Actually, I wouldn't say for sure. I think we got this. Feels great. Okay, so can dig here. I think we just still slam our stuff. I gotta do red. Is James short of digging? It's not draw. It's put two, so. Brazen something here. Yeah, Brazen the Shaman. Okay. Taking it slow. No dig? Am I wrong? This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. Can't even dig. That's on me. So, yes. I'm going to discard these two. Okay. So, I think go. Let's draw first. I don't want to torture our friend here, but. Okay. Of course, yeah. Now can dig. So I spent some time in the pool today, and I'm hoping it's the camera that's making me look fucking red and not the sunburn. Getting a little bit nervous every once in a while. I peer over at myself, like, damn, dude's red as shit. I'm usually not this red. So yeah. This might be a rough shower that I end up taking. I'll see. Okay, so Bowmaster is probably the biggest fear. If I were him, I would sorcery speed it here. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be Bojangles here. And you're right, you're right. Hmm. Yup. Okay. That might be able to put him back in a commanding position here. We'll see. My life total is not very high either. Okay. I think we go with plow. Then we go draw. Play a land. And I think 2 is worth it. Having the plow does give me some security here. No, it's... I will take it. A non-token creature, yep. Cool. Alright, that's a good one. This card's so funny. I smile every time I cast this shit. I'm gonna hit something gnarly too, like a Snapcaster Mage. Did I hit? Oh. Okay. Yeah. We'll take the Bowmaster. It's such an asshole card. Okay. I think I should have been playing this, playing the lands here. Okay. I think from this standpoint, yeah. Let's see what happens here. We'll get the Surveil. We can put that on top. Okay, we'll take 4. Okay. So if he's paying attention, we'll probably use this to clear a shitty card on top of his library. Maybe mistakes were made, because that is a long pause. That's a long pause. Like, that shit connected. Okay, it's a fetch land. All right, so did it right. Cool. Uh Ling takes a land. Okay. This is a close one. Thing in response, maybe? No? Okay. I have a million mana. I don't think there's really any reason to. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think I sequenced wrong, but I don't think it's gonna matter. There's Cling. Goes to 3. We Ragadash here. And if we hit like a Bowmaster or something, it's over. Oh, it'll land. Okay. This shit's crazy. GG's. So that was a W. Gonna try this next. Okay, so that was a deck that I was very familiar with. Um, this here is Top Miracles. So for those who didn't play Legacy when this was around, the combo is if you have Top in play and you have Counterbalance in play, what happens is every single time they cast a 1-drop, you can just put Top back on top of your library. The good things about this deck, I'd say, are that you're able to, you know, use Top and Counterbalance and deal with like a lot of the format in that way. The bad thing about this deck, and this has been one of the historic issues, is that in paper, you have 50 minutes to win the game. And the clock is shared by both people. On MTGO, each person gets 25 minutes. So at MTGO, if you want to spend your time messing with the top card of your library, take it forever to think, as well as like running almost no win conditions, as you could see here, 4th Snapcaster and a Planeswalker that doesn't even, it ends the game, but it doesn't even end the game, if you know what I'm saying. Teferi, same kind of thing. Then it's up to you to find a way to do it. So that's really the issue with it. Terminus is also a 1-mana instant speed Wrath of God, which is a lot of fun to play with when you're on that side of it. All right, so first time James won the die roll, it looks like. This is gonna be so funny. Yeah, this is the keep. I think I'm gonna time the fuck out this game though. Like I think it's going to be up to James to like scoop in order for this to actually fucking end. I think like if this were like a try hard, James wins money. I think that'd be different. But I'm going out of my comfort zone to try to make this work. We'll see how it goes. DRC, okay. All right, we got top. There we go. I think we would take a draw here. I'm not too sure though. This is where the thousands of reps necessary to get this shit right is not going to come up in my favor, I don't think. Okay, so kept the card on top. Fetch. Second one. Okay, so I think this is this classifies as an emergency, so I think I will be topping. Gosh. Don't want. Don't want. Want. Okay. All right. Let's fetch. Get another basic land here, and we will ponder. Counterbalance is a little bit late to the party here. We'll go any order, and we'll say yes. We draw. Of course it will. So Terminus is the card that we need. Counterbalance would have been good, but we are falling behind to some 3/3s here. I think this match is going to come down to Terminus resolving. No creature in bin here. A Ragavan would put a creature in bin. That would be more damage. It is dashed. I think we're just going to accept it here. This is less damage, and it will give them a treasure. And it could give like a treasure and like a top, or a treasure and a brainstorm. Worst case is it reveals like Terminus. Okay, it's just a fetch land. Okay, cool. I think I was supposed to top here. We will say that. I don't think there's really a reason to have second top in play. The Caracas is pretty good if they don't have a wasteland. Third DRC. Okay, James is all in here on that. Bolt. Pitch Brainstorm. Pitch Delver. This is an emergency. Okay. So that happened. I think. Okay, there's Ragavan. I think we look. If we see Terminus. Not. This. Taking 6 means we're dead next turn with that plow. Huh. Okay. Plows. Snap. Plow. We go to 1. All right. Yeah. This doesn't feel great. So fetch. Get Tundra. Man, is it better at this point to look with top? If I look with top, that could yield me Terminus. It likely won't. Plow, snap, plow puts me at 1. Yeah, I think this is my best shot. Okay, we could win this game. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, I would. Oh, click it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. So we bounce and then take a look. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I cannot believe that worked. I guess we brainstorm. Okay. Put back top and snap, I think. And then we plus. And then we pass. Oh my god, that was the coolest thing ever. Yeah, that was the coolest thing anyone's ever done in the history of the world. That was so crazy. Okay, let's look. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Plus. And I think I like keeping the Caracas up, maybe? Like Ragavan stuff? I would fight over this, I'm pretty sure. Tamio. Let's force pitch. Brainstorm. Going to 3 is a little suspect, though. Bolt face, okay. Days pay, yep. Would have to have Ragavan in hand here. Okay. I'll return nothing. Top, okay. Bobble, okay. Snap, okay. Yeah, we'll try to win the game with this. Okay. I can plow my own Snapcaster if Bolt happens. Oh man, that Terminus. Oh, Jesus. All right. Oh man, that was so exciting for me. I hope that was as good for you as it was for me. That was awesome. Oh, okay. Oh, I needed that. That's happened to me so many times. Do I just like run no win conditions here? Gosh. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe like 2 Force of Wills or something. Try to take out a 3 mana walker, I guess. Like Ragavan and stuff. I think playing 4 creatures was a mistake. James, that game. Like saw the top, saw the Tundra, or not the Tundra, but like the Caracas, and like I think there might have been a Tundra in play. Oh man, that was so awesome. That was so awesome. Oh boy. I'm gonna be like thinking about that like at night. Like I'm just gonna drift off into space and just remember that. Oh boy, you live long enough to see yourself become the enemy, or something like that, right? That's something like that. Oh man. Okay, mold 5. All right. DRC. Okay. So I think probably prismatic ending here. Uh, we will risk the Caracas, I suppose. Downside here is I can't turn to counterbalance actually, so that might have been bad. There's a daze. Yeah, counterbalance at 4 might not be where I want to be, come to think of it. Hmm. No. No, that wasn't going to happen anyway. So happy I chose the path that I chose. Um, okay. I think there's too much advantage to be had. Next turn is CB, most likely, unless we get wasted dead. Okay. Uh, yeah. Pyro, Brainstorm. Okay. So I think there's a pretty good shot this resolves. Daze Force of Will is the that resolved. Okay, yeah, that's big trouble. So Murktide, I can't counter with counterbalance. Do I have any zeros? Yes. I reveal a Tundra. Okay. Well, fuck it. We'll reveal it anyway. I am drawing a Tundra. Oh, man. Okay. Probably should try. Yeah, that's smart. Um, I think we'll just hold back here. It's tempting to play the Pyroblast. Or the red mana for the Pyroblast, but if they waste it, that's brutal. This is going to be a Murktide, huh? I have nothing to reveal for that. We'll say no. Yeah, we'll just hold off. You have an answer here. It's a good one. I think this is probably the cleanest answer, so we'll just do it. Do not care about life totals. I have a 1 in hand and a 5 in hand. So if they cast something, I should brainstorm. Unless it's like a number I can't get. 3 would be awkward too. 2, I think I would fight over. That's gotta go. That has to go. No. Oh, wow. That might win the game here, huh? I think we put Counterbalance back. And we're going to draw those cards, so this is rough. Yeah, I think I'd rather do this order. I could try Lauren Revealed, but I don't think that's going to help me. All right, we're going to take an ouch in here. I do have Prismatic Endings in the deck. Maybe 3. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We have a, what do we have on our deck? A Ponder. Okay. I think we still do nothing here. Yeah. Oh, I have Prismatic Ending in the... Yeah, we should have been doing that. Okay. This is gonna hurt. I think it's still worth it, but we do it. White, blue, red. That permanent, please. We take 6. Definitely should have done that last turn. That was pretty bad. Flooded. Okay, got a really good shot to win now. Play this. Probably should seal the game. I would pyro that. We'll reveal the top first. What is the top card? Yes. Counter target spell if it is blue. Okay, we will ponder. And we'll leave a 1 on top, I think. So we'll put on top, put on top, put on top. Use Ponder's ability. No. We'll play that. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to attack. Okay, too late. Oops. We're blocking Ragavan. That's what we're doing, even though we have a 1 on top. Yeah, sorry, bro. All right, we're tied up. We're tied up. I am gonna play the deck that I've been itching to play for a while. So, uh, Deathrite Shaman and Ren are the cards that I'm choosing to play in this. It is Punishing Maverick. I don't think Punishing Fire is necessarily going to be that great in this, but I'm going to try it. I do have Saga Tech in here, and I have a Talon Gate. I'm also able to play White of the Reliquary and Knight of the Reliquary, which gets me excited. And I'm being a bit of a cheater, and I knew James liked to play Doomsday, so I have one Thran Foundry in the sideboard. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Not sure if he has any more decks that are different, but yeah. We will see how this goes. This is for all the marbles. This is the last one that he has time for. Well, keep no turn one play, which is a little rough, but get rid of the pun. And we'll play our land and we'll pass. A little bit awkward here. I don't know what land I would fetch, to be honest. I think I would probably lead on the Sylvan. A probe, okay. Uh-oh. You don't want to see probe. That's bad news for me. I think I got rid of the Surveil land last minute. I'm not going to bother. Thinking. Fuck, we're dead. We're so dead. James is thinking. Okay, it's Doomsday. So, we are in big trouble here. I don't really have any answers for this. We're just going to get the Bayou here. Play this. Thinking about a white, huh? Okay. This could just be it. So this is probably some sort of ritual into Doomsday. Yep. They know about Wasteland. Game 2, I have, let's see. Better bring in Teague, Needle, Thran Foundry, Forces, and the Endurances and the Blast. So it's going to get better, but I think this is probably GG here. Yeah, I'm red as shit. I didn't realize. I'm pretty sure this ain't the camera's fault. I'm pretty sure I'm just like a red guy now. I'm swimming in a pool. Times it be that way. Times you swim in a pool and become a red guy. You know, it's just the way life is. James goes to 8. 48 cards here. I am not dead, but I'm dead. Okay. That's actually a very good one. Of the good ones. I could deal 4 here. So part of me is thinking, oh, wow. Orsa wills it. Okay. So that's pretty serious. Right. Cannot use 2 Street Rats. There's Probe. Edge Lord of Autumn. Has it, and I don't have Plow or a creature. That was actually surprisingly close. Damn. Okay. If I had another 1-drop, I could get a Talon Gate. Okay. So these the oof is a maybe. Let's see about oof. These, 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 the bog. Uh, boy. I'm gonna keep grist just because they do sometimes have like backup plan stuff. Get rid of these two probably, and then I think Thran is good enough that maybe I don't bring in Collector Oof. Maybe Keen-Eyed is worse than cutting down some petals, but I don't think I saw LED in his deck. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'll keep the Keen-Eyed. Wondering if a plow or something is better, but try this. The backup plan's pretty scary here. Hopefully, if Maverick usually is better against backup plans than a lot of my other decks, because like Knight of the Reliquary is big, Grist, you know, even some of these other creatures I think should be able to deal with it. Not sure if he would go backup plan either. I don't know James' tendency well enough on that. I think this is a keep. It's pretty sus though. Get a Savannah here, I think. If I draw a land, I might not go Deathrite Shaman. It is pretty slow after all. Keen-Eyed might be better. Knows about the endurance now. We're free. Knows about the endurance. Damn, Gataxian Probe. So brutal. Ben in 6, huh? Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. This fucking card. Holy shit. Yeah. All right. Bayou or Taiga? I think Taiga. And we'll go what's it called? Street Wraith. Fucking Ren in 6? That was a top deck right there. That was like trying to make this an interesting game. Okay. Um uh this. Course. Okay. That's kind of brutal. That actually kills the Ren in 6, huh? Yeah, I guess we let it die. Probably should take the Green Sun here, huh? Okay. The mill. 6 cards. Hits nothing. I think we're forced into this. And I think mine are the better ones to put back in. That's unfortunate. But fortunate still. Pretty good, actually. Can group block. I don't think I would, though. We just block here. I think it's too risky. Yeah. Block with bird, sack, bird. Here. Get a saga. Okay. Grove is not great. Attack for a bunch. My constructs will be 2/2s here. Another saga. Okay. I have 6 mana, so this should work out just fine. So this. The Thran Foundry, now he knows. Do it. All right. Went the fair plan, and I beat him on the fair plan. Okay. Well, will James try the fair plan again? Or do I just go all in on unfair? I think I go all in on the unfair here. Gosh, that was close. Yeah, this deck is fucking sweet, though. I will say, this shit is fucking sweet. Okay, this is probably. Oh, I miss playing fucking Maverick, punishing fires and red splash and shit. Oh boy. I think this is a mull, even though this is like this hand plays Magic the Gathering. You know, I could try it. Kept 7. I think it's a mull. We will keep this though. The fucking Thran Foundry is definitely a dick move, though. I probably shouldn't be playing that. It's so funny. Oh, that's the biggest dick move in the world. It's so funny to me. Okay. So we'll fetch. We'll get a I think it's Taiga is probably the best option. Maybe the just get Bayou here. Take Taiga. Um the fucking Thran Foundry, dude. Like James likes to play Doomsday, and that's definitely like, if he would have played like a Toxic Deluge or something, probably like similar in mindset there. Okay. Gosh. This could be the turn. Jeez. Okay. So looking good to be me. Might untap with the Sylvan here. That's a good one. Oh man, I don't have do I have? No, I don't think I have it. I think I boarded it out. I did. Oh gosh. So it's like Pithing Needle. That's it. Fucking take 8. Gosh. Playing the Thran around days here. You have to have 2 mana up to use it anyway. Boy. I'll take 1. I feel like there's a win about to happen. I think it's going to be this turn. This Thran Foundry is what's... Okay. Has the Doomsday. I think this is it. Fuck. Because the One Ring is going to draw 2. And then I think we're just dead. This is probably GG. Maybe I needed to get the Thran Foundry online that last turn instead of Knight. I think Force of Will is in hand, though. I think I was cooked no matter what. Maybe Thran Foundry over the Sylvan Library was the real play. The turn earlier. I think this is it. Okay. Did James go pivot against me? Looks like no pivot, game 3. Yeah. So brutal. Yep.
Yo.
Yo, dude. Yo, thanks for doing this, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
What'd you
yeah.
think?
So yeah, that was a pretty crazy set, I would say. What really blew me away was the utility of a Ragavan
The Ragavan mostly blew you away, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, your list was like, I like the way you played variety, and I was like, all right, I'm putting them on Frog. And you didn't play Frog, I don't think. I didn't see it. So you went adventurous, and I respect that. That's pretty sweet. I like this list.
Yeah, I was really excited about Dig Through Time. I was kind of going between that and Treasure Cruise, but just the instant speed on Dig Through Time seemed so good.
I agree. I think also the fear of opposing bowmasters.
Yes. Yeah. As always, I think we're just seeing that card dominate like combat math, um like the board for combat. Really crazy card.
Yeah. I think if I had to choose a game that was the most interesting, two I'll choose. One, Mardu game one. Uh
Yeah.
the one where you won and then you didn't win. It's like so close.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then I
But
think oh go ahead.
that kind of is pretty normal for the matchup just because I think all of your cards can pretty easily beat any deck that's trying to go one for one, whether it's like a Johnny. I don't know if you were playing Goblin Bombardment, but that card's also a complete nightmare for really any deck trying to use removal.
That would have been my final list. I had a saga version with Luris. Uh,
Oh shit.
yeah, I didn't think of the Luris things you could do. I don't think it would have been that busted, but it had two baubles, vexing baubles, Luris in the board, and a top. I thought it would be cool. Um, and
Yeah, it's
then
hard to go with Luris. Oh yeah, speaking of Vexing Bobble, I thought when you were playing Mud, I thought I was like, oh man, this is just gonna be Mud with four Vexing Bobbles. But then I remember you mentioned something about the Raker shops and the top, and then it all made sense.
yeah, I think the last thing I think either of us wanted to do would have been like play a deck from like 4 months ago or something, or however long it's been.
That's true. Like neither of us like took Psychic Frog or Vexing Bobble.
Exactly. And I thought that shops match or whatever you want to call it, the God, whatever I was playing, Mud, that game against Doomsday where you had the Force of Will in your pile.
Yeah.
Um, that was a like I do think maybe the most agency of the games that we played. You made a good pile, and I think I like there probably will be somebody who watches that who goes like they could have done this and they didn't, and that probably would have beat James, but they didn't, and James made the pile this way, so he could at least play around it. So respect. I think you're getting pretty darn good with the Doomsday stuff.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I remember thinking like, okay, well, first of all, Probe just really busts Doomsday because a lot of playing Doomsday is like, what could my opponent have and how am I going to beat that? So I think you were absolutely right when you said Probe with Doomsday is good. Um, and yeah, I knew you had the Karn, so I was thinking like, well, if he animates Mystic Forge and then just like animates the use the other Karn to animate a monolith or some other artifact with 2 power, then I will lose.
Mhm.
But if that doesn't happen, because it seems like kind of weird to go for like combat when your deck can do such more powerful things, it's kind of just like a big bluff roll with the life total.
Yeah. I think there was a line too where I think I could have played defense grid and then went for a smaller uh Kozilek's command.
Oh yeah.
So I think I missed that. I think like instead of doing it for 7, doing it for 5 is is great. um,
was there a days there? I can't remember.
I don't recall either.
Yeah, the
Um,
game got really complicated, I will say.
it did. I definitely I think those were the two matches I enjoyed the most. Um, looking at your sideboard here, I did one cheaty face metagame thing, and you could call
Oh
me
yeah.
out for it. You know what it is?
Hmm. Did it popped up in the game?
It did. Last game.
Hmm. It wasn't it wasn't the Thran Foundry, right?
Oh, it was the Thread Foundry.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, it seemed like solid, like Urza's Saga fetchable tech against Doomsday to me, but I that does it is that like not a good enough card if
I
you know you're not going to play against Doomsday?
I don't think so. I've tried it in Doomsday metas, and it's typically not. But Mr. Loudmouth on Twitter getting a trophy with. So yeah, that was like the one like try hard moment of like I'm just gonna put it in here. It's such a bad matchup anyway that if it is Maverick versus Doomsday, I could use all the help I need or I can get. But yeah, that
Yeah, that is
was
one thing I'm kind of interested in is like if we ever do this again, it would be cool to maybe I don't know if this like takes a lot of the competition out of it, but maybe kind of put up decks that would be interesting against each other. Like I feel like Ren 6 Maverick versus the Delver deck I was playing would have been really interesting.
agree. I think that would be cool. And if you were into it, one, if you had better ideas of like, rules, like, say, setting certain decks against each other, or like, do you think survival, as an example, is a card that's too good? Would you know how to break it? I don't think I do.
Yeah, I mean, I've we both dabbled in a little bit of vintage. I've never touched the survival decks, but I think a lot of them are just like kind of like dredge or bizarre decks. Um, in I've played it like a little bit in Vintage Cube as like a reanimator card. You like yeah, discard your reanimator target and pick up something else, I guess. But yeah, I've never really had any experience with survival.
Yeah, like I think if somebody said, okay, I have a Skull Clamp deck, an Earthcraft deck, like I think some things are probably way too good, like maybe Talarian Academy. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that
but
would be fun.
I would do it if, especially if it was like, something that you were passionate about. But I think the mental misstep was also just kind of like a good stopping point for like, just creating like, all right, just up to here. But yeah, I'd
Yeah,
like that idea, trying different decks against each other.
yeah, I think the problem with Misstep is that it's a little too its effect is a little too degenerative on the format, right? Because it's like it would it might have even just looked like we each just like have four missteps and see what happens.
Yeah,
Kind of defeats the purpose of the fun of it.
that's something I wonder too. Like if we did do this, I don't know, 50 times, does it say that misstep is just the best? And I think that's where that would go. I don't think either of us would choose that on purpose,
Yeah,
but I think like if this did become a format, that would be my guess. And then
yeah,
yeah, I said this earlier. I was like, the first thing I want is I hope James has fun. The second thing is I hope people like watching it. And the third thing is I hope some other people want to play it. So um,
I think like it's very clear this is not like a broken format. It's also super clear that it wasn't super easy to find the busted banned cards. I'm sure I mean there might be a shell that's more focused on locating those cards, but the restrictions you set in place of you can only have four total copies of banned cards makes it so that it does really feel like Legacy.
Yeah, I think the most busted moment for me, I think, was Counterbalance, uh, um, followed by the Ren in 6 turn against Doomsday when you went the fair pivot.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah,
Um, I remember when Ren 6 got banned, the major justification was its interaction with Wasteland. And as someone who pretty much only played Grixis control at that point, and I played 5 basics in the deck, it never seemed like the most powerful thing Ren 6 could do. But against a lot of decks that need a lot of colors and really quickly, I could see that being pretty oppressive on the meta.
yeah, same here. I definitely wonder if you got like say Tony Cook and their minds in here, would something of kind of came up different, you know, like the combo player mind, like, you
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah, we should ask them because that's the thing. Like I was also mentioning during gameplay, like I don't know if Ren 6 sees much play in like modern anymore either because it it potentially can be kind of a slow card. So I wonder if combo is super concerned about it.
Yeah, like without Wasteland, I think it's a nice consistency card,
Hmm.
but like definitely the -1 doesn't do a whole lot, and the -7 I think is like I've never done that before. I don't know about you, but I've never made that
Modern
work.
Jund, I've done it. It's good in Modern Jund when you get it because you're just trying to grind the game super long.
Okay, maybe some like bolts on Murktides, make them your Murktide kind of thing or something crazy.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think I'd love to see more Ren 6 gameplay in Legacy or this format rather.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the idea. I definitely appreciate your willingness to just one, A, reach out, so thank you. And two, to try something different like this and to take the free time that you have on a weekend to do this and to brew some decks. So I definitely appreciate it. Uh
Oh yeah, oh yeah, this was tons of fun.
so happy.
Definitely do it again. Um, I'll probably maybe prepare something different next time. Um, yeah, I did Grixis Control because I knew everyone would want to see it.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it was really fun to play with Ragavan. But I definitely had, like, in terms of just getting the gears turning and working out lines and stuff, I found Delver probably the most fun to play. Doomsday didn't feel all that different. It just felt like a really super powerful version of it because I had free information and more like quote unquote free like cycle effects to start the pile.
Mhm.
But yeah, Delver with Ren 6 and Oko was really quite fun.
Yeah, and I also like the gosh, what's it? The the smorgasbord tech instead of just going like 4 Ragavans or something. Like
Hmm.
just kind of just seeing everything. What did you think of expressive iteration compared to dig?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually a card I have played in Legacy before because I feel like I started playing again right maybe like a year before it got banned. So I used to play like 2 copies in my deck, and it's yeah, one of the best card advantage spells ever seen, I think. I don't think it's stronger than Dig, but it's easier to cast a lot of the time.
Yeah, I felt like there was one game where you had shown me dig. You couldn't dig because you were like 1 or 2 graveyard cards short.
Yes, yeah, I
Um,
think that was game 2, Grixis Control versus Mardu.
yeah, that makes sense. The the gosh, Esper control list that I built. had 16 lands and it had 4 probes, and I feel like going against Delver right there. Like I think this might have been an interesting matchup because there's no wasteland. I
Yeah.
think I got Delvered hard, man. I was that deck does feel really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see more of that Esper list. So I know there's like a Kaito floating around that I saw off like a bauble. Looked cool.
Yeah, it was. I want to say me. The dream I think is Snapcaster into Git Probe and
Yeah.
into Cabal Therapy. Like
Mhm.
it's the simple things in life, you know.
Yeah. I think when I like first started playing Legacy in like 2018, 2019, Grixis Delver with like Young Pyromancer, Cabal Therapy, Ataxian Probe. That was seemed like a strong deck.
Yeah, I think there's something there for sure, but it probably is closer to the URG Delver deck that you have that I think is probably like one of the better decks. Maybe Dreadhorde Arcanist could be good in that as well.
Yeah, yeah, I know I mentioned during the lead up that was a card I really wanted to try, but then I was like, I don't know. These I've never played with Ragavan before. This seems like a little more fun.
So good. Yeah. And my favorite was the Maverick deck, and then the God, dude, when I 4-for-1 you with top, I when I have a
Yeah,
shitty day, I will think back to that, and I will
yeah.
that'll get me
Well,
through, man.
yeah, that was something. That was the other thing. Real quick, um, people. I don't know if you've heard this before, but people have said that like Countertop Miracles is the best deck of all time. Have you heard that before?
I've heard it. I played in the era. I will say that.
Okay.
Um, I think how do I put it? On MTGO, it's probably less of a big deal than in paper, but I think it
Yeah.
still might be too good. But it was definitely like you'd go to a paper event and somebody intentionally or unintentionally could ruin the game just by taking too long or that kind of thing.
That is a bummer. Yeah, there's no chess clock to really hold you accountable on paper. It's very different.
Exactly. And I could tell you, especially the older I get, I got a good job at everything, the less I want to sit there and, after joking around with an opponent, be like, hey, um, pick it
Please
up.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, it just ruins the vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, shoot, I have to take off, but yeah, I think we should explore this format more because it was really fun.
I'd love that. That's the biggest thing. I'm glad you had a good time with it. I hope the people who watch the videos really enjoy it. And, I'd absolutely love to collaborate with you on this or anything else again. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. All right. I'll catch you later.
Yeah. See you later.